Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Would you believe me if I told you this is a Dollar Tree hack? Stay tuned. Y'all, welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. Welcome back. To all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers, thank you all so much for the wonderful ways in which you support me and my channel. Before we get started, I really want to thank everyone who left comments on the video that I did of the Thinking of You cards. Y'all, I read each and every comment, and I want to thank you, everyone who left a comment, everyone who shared their experiences. Some of you shared experiences that were absolutely unimaginable. And I want to thank you for being able to trust me enough to share that with me, as well as to be able to share that with this fabulous crafty family that we've built here on YouTube. There isn't anything that I can say that will lessen the pain of what you've experienced. However, I did want you to know that I read your comments. I read all of the comments, and no matter your religious beliefs and whether you have religious faith or not, because of my faith, I did say a prayer for everyone last night. And I just want to thank you for allowing me to be there with you yesterday as you shared what you shared, as well as being there for me as I shared what I shared. All right, y'all, so I am here to do some crafting today, and I am here to share this amazing hack from Dollar Tree. It is so simple, yet so gorgeous. Look at how pretty this is. I'm going to give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here is what we're going to be making today. We're going to be making this little chest of shelves, is what I'll call it. You can call it whatever you want, but it is very sturdy, and we can place so many goodies on the inside. And so we have two shelves, feet, and handle. Let me show you what we need to make this. It's from the Dollar Tree, y'all. And I know that plenty of you have probably seen these little wooden crates at the Dollar Tree or some shop that you might have been in where they carry the inexpensive wooden items. This is just a little $1.25 crate. And then I'm using some of these little wood planks that they also have at the Dollar Tree. And if you don't have a Dollar Tree, you don't have access to something like this, you can make your own boxes using chipboard, as well as the side panels using chipboard. So I am going to be using the boxes and the wood because this is a Dollar Tree hack, and I'll be using primarily items from the Dollar Tree, as well as two papers from one of my recent paper packs. So I'm not going to go through the whole process of everything that I did, but I double stacked two of the shelves and I painted them. I was going to go outside and spray paint, but I don't know if where you are, if you're experiencing the poor air quality, but the air quality around me in North Carolina right now is just absolutely horrible. I went outside for just a few minutes. You can see the haze from the smoke that settled over the area. But y'all, I've never been affected by air quality before, but as I was outside getting ready to spray, I suffered a nosebleed and I had a slight headache. So I'm not sure if it's related to the air quality at all, but I decided to err on the side of safety, came back in, and I used some old paint that I had to paint this. And what I did was I simply painted the top, the side panels on the inside, and the bottom of the shelf on the inside. And then I painted the back, but I'm thinking I might cover this in paper. And so it's really very easy to do. All I did was I took my crate, and you can see that we can actually stack these 3 high if we want. And that really is cute. I wish I had thought about that before, but I'm just going to leave it at 2 high. And all I did was I added glue, put this one on. Then I'm going to take a couple of my clips and we clip it. And so once you have that glue down and you clip it, then on the back side, all I did was make sure that I was holding it tight for just a little bit so that my glue would catch, and then I was good to go. So you can paint these before or after you double stack them. I didn't paint all the way at the back because I'm going to be placing down pieces of paper on the inside, and I really didn't have to paint the base here For some reason I did, but I really didn't have to. So the crate sizes that I'm using, each crate is 5.5 by 2.25 by 6. So if you want to make some boxes, just make sure your box is 5.5 by 2.25 by 6 if you want to make the project to fit the measurements that we're using today. Then I have a couple of pieces of those wooden planks that I got from the Dollar Tree. And these are actually cut at 2.25 by 6 1/8. So all I did was I painted enough so that when I put these on the side where those openings are, you'll see the same color. Because we're going to cover it in paper, and I've already covered one. So I want to show you just how easy this actually is. So all you have to do is paint the inside. Paint as much as you want, but get a nice coating, especially on the top. So if you're using chipboard, just cut your chipboard piece at 2.25 by 6 1/8. Cut 4 of those and double stack them so that you'll have a nice thick base for the side. So really all I have to do, y'all, is cover my wooden piece in tape, or I can glue. I think I'm going to use my tape for this part, but I will be using glue on the project as well. And so I'm going to place some here. Then I'll take this piece that measures 4.25 by 11, and I'm going to place it down like that. And then I'll trim away the excess. And I also don't need all of this excess on the side. Then I'm going to flip this over and just get that nice and stuck. Stand it up and just train my paper to fold over. And then we'll simply miter the ends. Y'all, this really is a fun little project that will give you something beautiful to use really in any room of your home. So now that I have my piece like this, I am just going to use my tape runner to add tape here. And tape here. If you're interested in the paper that I'm using, head on over to my website. You will find various paper packs on that site. I think they're beautiful, and I think that they will make some very beautiful projects. So now that we have our piece like this, we're going to take our side pieces and put them on. When you put your side piece on, the top and the bottom will fit pretty even, but you want to make sure that the back is nice and flush going all the way across. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue and I'm just going to place glue on this piece, not on that side panel. We want to make sure that we're placing the glue here. And as you can see, I'm being very generous with the glue. I will have to go back and do some cleanup. So when I take this piece, I'm going to put it on like this, but I want to make sure that on the back side it's nice and smooth going across. So we're going to get that placed. Then I can grab a couple of my clips and we're just going to hold everything with a clip like that. And then I'm going to look at it again on the back side just to make sure everything is nice and smooth. Looks like it is. So now we can do the other side. So I am going to take my glue, place my glue like this. And y'all, I really did like it stacked 3 high. I think I'll make another one and actually do that, but I don't have enough crates, so I'll have to go back to the Dollar Tree and get them. And the one thing that I did notice is that the crates actually come in varying sizes. So I got the ones that were 5.5 by 2.25 by 6 for this project, but on the first project they were larger. So I'm going to place this down, running my finger along the back because I want to make sure that it's nice and even. And when I think that it is, I'm going to take a clip and we're going to clip those in place. Alright y'all, so all we have to do at this point is let this dry. So while it's drying, I can go ahead and place down some inside pieces. And so I have taken this piece and that's what I'm going to use on the inside. So all I did was I measured the inside this way and this way, and that's how I cut my piece. So the back of the inside of one crate means that I need a piece that measures 2 1/8 by 5 1/8. So I'm going to go ahead and just peel away the tape backers, and we'll try to get this piece placed in. I probably should have used glue for this because that would have given me some wiggle room, but I didn't. So we're going to make what we have work. So I'm going to place this in, try to get it even like that. Then I'll go in, let's get that stuck. Then I have another piece that's going to be placed right here on that shelf. I'm going to go ahead and just slide that up. And this piece measures 2 1/8 by 5 1/8. I believe that I may have given you the wrong measurement for the back piece. The back piece actually measures 2 5/8 by 5 1/8, and then the base measures 2 1/8 by 5 1/8. So I'm just going to take that and we're going to place it in like this, and then I'll go in and you can see how that's starting to look. I'm going to get that nice and smooth, and I think that's looking pretty good. So again, I have another back piece I'm going to place, and that back piece is 2 5/8 by 5 1/8. And I am just going to peel away the tape backer, move these clips up just a little bit so that I can get in here and get this placed. So I am just going to make sure that I try to get it in there relatively straight. Y'all, nothing about this project is going to be perfect. Crates themselves actually start out with little imperfections, but they're not anything that we can't overcome. So now I'm going to take my final piece for the shelf base, and again this piece measures 2 1/8 by 5 1/8. So I'm going to peel away my tape backers. We're going to take this piece, put it in like that. And there is the inside of my box. I am just going to reposition my clips just to make sure that my glue has a chance to dry. And I am using my favorite adhesive, Reptile, and it will hold these panels in place beautifully. So I'm going to leave the top painted with that antique white color because it does match all of that. But I do think that on the back side, I'm going to cut out a piece and cover the back. And I've measured the back, and the back is 5 1/2 by 6 1/4. So I'm going to cut this at 5 1/2 inches wide by 6. And then we'll test it to see if we need to cut any off. And y'all, I think that's a pretty good fit. So again, I'm going to use my tape, and I am just going to place tape along the edges like that. And I'm just making sure that I have tape covering all of the edges of this piece because we don't want the edges pulling away. I'm going to peel away my tape backer from all of these pieces. Now I'm going to remove my clips because I think it's dry enough. I'm going to take this, and when I place it down, I'm going to start right there at the top and put that down. And then let's get it stuck. And y'all, I absolutely love how this looks on the outside. And so y'all, we are basically finished with the exception of adding our feet. And you'll notice that I didn't paint the bottom. I want to leave that raw. Feet on this project are absolutely optional. I place my feet using my Reptile adhesive. So I am just going to take 4 feet, add my adhesive. We let the feet dry for about 15 minutes, and then we are free to handle this. And when you add feet to anything like this, y'all, it gives it a furniture look. So it's optional. I just happen to like using them. So let's put this one. And then we'll put our last one. And so we can take it and turn it over and let it dry that way. And then the last thing that I'm going to do, this is purely decorative, is I'm going to take a handle and place that handle on like that. And just like with the feet, we need to give the handle a chance to dry. So we're going to let this dry for about 15 minutes, and then I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so it looks like we are nice and dry. My feet are on, and the handle is nice and dry. And as I always do, I'll let this dry overnight before trying to really use it. But look at how gorgeous this is. And y'all, it all started with some Dollar Tree pieces, side pieces, as well as some of those crates. I really didn't have to put the feet or the handle. If I didn't put the feet or the handle, this is completely a Dollar Tree project with the exception of the paper that I used to cover it. But it is gorgeous. I love, love, love how this turned out. And I think that you will too. So whether you have a Dollar Tree or not, you can probably find these little crates all over the place. At any hobby shop that you might have or any place that sells wood pieces, you can probably find these really inexpensive crates as well as some wood pieces for the side. But I am so pleased with how these two turned out. A simply gorgeous Dollar Tree hack is what we have here. So I've turned these around so that you can get a really good look at just how gorgeous they are. On this one, I forgot to do the back, but I'll take care of that. We're going to make it just as beautiful as the back of this one. But y'all, look at how pretty these are. So super easy to do, and look at what you end up with. So I hope that you have enjoyed this amazing Dollar Tree hack. If you have, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber to my channel, I'd love to have you join this amazing online crafting family. You guys, as always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.